Okay, PJ Net Live Wednesday night, we have Michelle Medlock Adams and her partner Bethany Jett standing by in the green room. And we have our cameras aimed and in focus and ready. And we'll be ready to switch to Studio 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, welcome to PJ Net Live. You are here at, it is about 9:30 here on the East Coast, and it is Wednesday. And what that means is our cheerleader of faith, Michelle Medlock Adams, is standing by in the green room all the way from, you bet, there you see it. We have taken our studio to Chicago, Illinois, and Michelle is not by herself. She has a partner with her, and I have seen her name mentioned over and over and over on Facebook. So now, not only I, but you will have the privilege of meeting her partner in Platinum Faith, and that would be Bethany Jett, and they are both standing by. Michelle, I am so glad that the hotel finally let you in, or the, not hotel, wherever you're, they finally let you into your room. And what we're waiting on. Okay, can you hear me now, Michelle?
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
We can now. It kind of froze there for a moment, but it's good to know that you're secure in your room and not stuck out in the hall to do this show.
Well, yeah, it was, and we were not even in the hall. We were outside the building. It was, and it's raining, so it wasn't a good night for us. Drowned rat. We didn't even begin to describe how we looked about 15 minutes ago. So, yeah, this should be good.
Well, Michelle, it is great that that you made it, and you're here, and you have your partner there with you. Would you please introduce your partner and how you all met, and tell us your story?
So this is my partner in crime, the little sister I never knew I wanted, Bethany Jett. We met at a writers' conference, the Florida Christian Writers' Conference 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. I was actually at writers' conferences, which is what we're doing here at Wheaton College this week. You work from 8 a.m. till like really late at night. And I never have any downtime, but this particular afternoon, the only day Bethany was going to be there, I had 2 hours of free time, which never happens. Huh. And she happened to walk in, and it started, really spiritual. She's like, "I like your belt." I have like a blingy belt on, like about to be dazzles. And I'm like, "Oh, I like your purse." And it was an accessory moment. And then we just, as women do, we just sat and talked about everything and nothing all at once. And it was instant sisterhood for us. And that's not always the case when you meet people, but there was just something about it. And then we became friends and colleagues. And I'm older. I'm the older sister by more than a decade. So I kind of boss her around sometimes. But she is just brilliant and is getting her master's degree in marketing. And we are a good balance. We have a business called Platinum Literary where we do ghostwriting for people. And we help them get book proposals ready for publication, that kind of thing. But we've just partnered in everything, friendship and in life. And our husbands finally get to meet this summer. We're all getting together in August. It's wonderful. She has 3 sons. I have 2 daughters. I never got to have boys, so they call me Aunt Michelle, and I love her sons. We really just have a wonderful time together, and we're co-authors. So say hi, Bethany.
Hi, everyone.
I think I know what ghostwriting means, but tell me anyway, just in case somebody out there doesn't know.
Well, honestly, I didn't know what it meant until I was asked to do it. When I first got this job in Texas, I was working at a magazine that hired me as a features writer. And then I came in one afternoon, like we just moved there from Indiana, and my boss said, "Hey, we've got another features writer. What I really need you to do is we need you to do some ghostwriting for us." And I was a journalism major. I'm like, in college, I said, "I don't know what that means." "You mean the Holy Ghost?" Like, I have that. I don't know. He said, "No. I mean, that's good. That's a plus, but we mean writing for somebody else." So he explained the process. I said, "So let me understand this. I've worked my whole life to like really find my voice as a writer. So you're telling me to lose my voice and find somebody else's?" Yeah. Exactly. I'm like, "Oh, well, piece of cake then, right?" It was crazy to have to learn this. So basically what you do is you tell somebody else's story for them in their voice. But it's their words. It's their story. You just help them say it better than they could say it themselves. Yeah. So that's what we do for people. Celebrities, politicians, regular folk, ministers, we tell their stories. So it's really a great honor. It's putting on a different hat, not in our voices, but in somebody else's voice. It's pretty fun.
You got to get in their head. It's not as easy as it sounds. Yeah.
You have to get in that mindset. You're exactly right.
That's good. So you and Bethany, I hate to meet in Orlando. Is that the same conference that Dell went to, where he met?
It is.
Well, that was a what's the word I'm looking for? That was a dynamic conference. And a lot of people got together, and I was telling my wife, I said, I found this new world that I didn't know existed. Because I'm not a big reader, okay, but I said there's these interesting people that have stories to tell, and this is a whole new way to tell it with a whole new dimension. Because some people can digest video or audio material. So you and Bethany just immediately, some synergy just kind of came together, and you just said, let's start a new company. Is that?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Wasn't it? It was, I mean, we started just working together on different things. We knew we wanted to do a couple of books together, a mom book specifically, because she's a mom of boys and I'm a mom of girls. I was fixing to be an empty nester, and she's got little ones at home, and it was just like, we just felt like we could cover all of the moms, and through the two of us, and we just had so much in common. We were both cheerleaders in high school, and we both coached cheerleading. Yep. I mean, we just had a lot in common, and so and our walk with God, we had our love of Jesus and family in common, and so it just made sense to do life together. And it's really, I can't imagine life without this one here. So
no, it's been a wonderful whirlwind. Like, you meet your soulmate sister, best friend.
It's really cool.
Well, I have seen pictures on Facebook and all that, and I see this other, and I wonder, is that her daughter? Or,
Right?
Is that But you formed a corporation. So what's the purpose? Why did you form a separate company? And I'm getting this complex web of interlocking directorates. You've got Serious Writers Inc. You've got your agent. You've got you all know each other very well, and you act kind of together as a team.
It's true.
What is the purpose of Platinum Faith as a company? Why did you do that?
So Platinum, it's actually, our company's Platinum Literary, but Platinum Faith is the book that we ended up doing together. And it's a book that comes out this fall with a publishing company called Abingdon Press. And but the way this all kind of happened, when Bethany and I were trying to figure out what our company's name should be, people thought we named it Platinum Literary because of our hair color, because we're both blonde. Now, we're both not natural blondes. Let's just be honest. Nobody's this blonde naturally. Right. We get a little help from Clairol, but that's not why we chose the name Platinum. In researching what name we wanted to be for this literary company, we found out that platinum is one of the most rare metals. It's very strong. It's very resistant to corrosion. Mm-hmm. It can withstand heat at great levels. Mm-hmm. It's very useful. All these cool things about platinum that we thought, that's what we want to be. We want to be top shelf. We want to be all these things. And so that's why we named our company Platinum Literary. For the same reason, we decided to do the book Platinum Faith, because we want to have that kind of faith. And so we started taking all these properties of platinum and applying it to our faith walk. And that's what this book is about. And that's kind of what we wanted to talk about tonight, just about, one of the chapters is about platinum faith and how platinum is a very useful metal. And I'm a woman, so I love jewelry. I don't know if y'all, some of those women out there who are online right now, love jewelry, but I love jewelry. And platinum is one of the most precious metals. And so I know when we were looking for my wedding set back in the day, Jeff and I have been married 28 years, we couldn't afford a platinum wedding set. That's what I wanted. Mm-hmm. But, I was just happy to get married. And so I couldn't get platinum. I got yellow gold, which was still nice, but platinum was the top of the echelon.
I see some movement.
Is it working?
It's working a little bit better. I think that was a good move. We'll hang in there with you. Yeah, it's a little sluggish. They're in an area, I think, where the cell phone signal's a little bit weak. But anyway, let's just roll with it, girls. Platinum Faith is a book written by both of you, I presume. You joined authoring that book?
Yes.
Okay, and how do you divide up the labor there? Who does what?
Well, we divided the chapters up evenly, but we wanted both of our voices to be in each chapter. So one of us was the main author, mm-hmm. and then the other one came in and did what we call a sidebar, which could be a resource or a pullout, or maybe just an extra thought to add in the other perspective. maybe the other voice.
And this is chapter by chapter?
Yes.
You do this, so you've got Michelle leads with one chapter, and Bethany is kind of the sidebar with
yes.
some, with some. She's the tinsel for the Christmas tree, and then on the next chapter you flip flop positions. So now who's the audience for this book? What's it about, basically?
So it's for women of faith, pretty much, and it's really for anybody who. Any woman who's trying to just get a closer walk with God. It's all about how to increase your faith. It says in the Bible, each of us are given a measure of faith, and we know that the faith of mustard seed can move mountains. And there's lots of scriptures about faith. But what we wanted to do was take like I said, all those different properties of platinum and apply that to our faith. So we talk about how when we are walking with God, that we are useful in the kingdom. We talk about platinum is very malleable metal. It can be shaped and formed. We talk about how in order to be useful for the kingdom, you have to be able to be shaped and formed. It talks about being in the Bible about being on the potter's wheel. And I don't know if you've ever seen anybody do pottery, but that pot goes through a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not an easy thing for that pot. And I mean, some of us have been on the potting wheel a little bit, right? And so we talk about how you have to be able to be shaped. And we talk about how platinum is very rare and platinum faith is rare. In order to walk with God, it's not, if it were easy, everybody would just, be a Billy Graham. But the thing is that the walk of faith isn't always easy. There are challenges, and that's why we can all be Christians, and we can all aspire to walk at that level. But basically, it's hard, and sometimes those hardest times are what make you grow the most in the valleys, not always on the mountaintop. And so we talk about just all the different challenges of a faith walk.
Fortunately, we have a friend. He's appeared on our show before, Mark Winchester, and I was involved with him in a men's ministry project. We raised this big barn outdoors, and what I'll do as soon as all that stuff comes in, I'll contact him and say, Mark, let's set up this truss and all the stuff that goes along with it, the screen, the projector, and all that, and do just kind of a dry run. So I look forward to that, and I was kind of waiting to see if we would get rejoined by Michelle and Bethany from Chicago, but it's looking like that is not likely to be the case. So we're going to have to wrap it up just a little bit early tonight, and I regret that our connection wasn't a little better because I was enjoying, but hopefully we got enough in to kind of give everybody an idea about their joint venture, a book coming out in the fall, they said, called Platinum Faith. If you want to know more about it, well, connect with Michelle Medlock Adams on Facebook, and I'll put it up there on the screen so that you'll know. And by the way, that is also her website, Michelle Medlock Adams, and just say .com, leave the spaces out. And you can connect with her there. She is a true cheerleader of faith, and it's just marvelous. I'm just excited that she is a part of the PJNet team. Sorry we didn't have a great connection tonight, so we'll wrap it up just a little bit early tonight, right here on PJNet Live.